is going to be on contouring. I'm going to walk you through my process on contouring, and I'm also going to give you some tips and tricks on how to contour for different face shapes. So right now my makeup is all the way done and I have no contour on. So first things first, I like to contour with powders. I know it's super popular right now to like outline your face with all the crazy creams and then take a blender and do it. Like, I remember the first time I saw that, I was like, I need to do that. And I did it where I put the dark cream foundations and the light ones, and then I blended it all out perfectly, and I looked the same as I did like 5 minutes ago. It didn't do anything. So I like contouring with powders, and I think it's a lot easier. So the first thing I do, I just have all my foundation on right now. And the first thing I do is I'm just gonna warm up the face using a bronzer, any bronzer. So first thing I do is I just go along the hairline. Now, if you have a rounder face and you want to make your face look longer or slimmer, here is where you should concentrate most of the color on the sides of your face. Since I already have a sort of longer face, I'm going to take most of the color and put it at the top of my hairline and kind of drag it down. But I'm still leaving this area in the middle blank. So next thing, I go down to the jawline. And I think it's flattering for everyone to go all the way along the jawline. And again, if you want to make your face look longer, if your face is round, you can kind of bring this up here and leave the chin area blank and even shade either side of the chin, and it's going to create a longer effect. Since for me, I want to make my face rounder, I'm going to bring the bronzer up right here. Also, if you don't have the most defined jaw ever, you can kind of use the bronzer to contour your jawline too. Great. Now I'm going to take the bronzer and kind of outline my cheekbones. And I'm doing this super generally. I'm not being like really precise, making like any hard lines. I'm just warming it up a little bit. And then after, I go in with a contour powder and make it really defined. And then I'm also just going along either side of the nose and at the bottom just to warm it up a bit. So now if I was doing my everyday makeup, I would probably just stop right here. But since this is a contour video and we're gonna get really contoured, the next thing I'm gonna do is go in with a contour kit. So this is my everyday contour kit. This is the Anastasia contour kit. As you can see, the powders, I mostly use this one. The powders are a little flat, like this isn't a bright brown red. You want it to be kind of desaturated a little bit. And I'm also gonna show you another alternative. This is one from City Color, and this is also a contour kit, and they have bronze, contour, and highlight. So technically you could use the bronze for everywhere that I just did and go in with this one. I like this palette too. This is from City Color. Anyways, but before I had any contour palette, I would just use eyeshadow. So that's always an option too. Okay, so I'm gonna use a smaller tapered blending brush like this to deepen the contour along my hairline and my cheekbones. So for that, because it's a little bit warmer already, I'm probably just gonna mix these two. Give the brush a little tap. So I'm just gonna go right along the hairline. Again, like I said about creating a longer face shape, if that's your objective, then here's where you're really gonna wanna do that along the sides of your forehead and take that in. So for me, just going on the hairline, bringing it down. I'm taking the same mix of powders and I'm gonna do the same thing on my cheekbone. I'm just wiping the brush off so there's less product on it. And I'm gonna blend this to make sure there's no hard lines. Okay, so now I'm going to contour the nose, which is my favorite part. Contouring your nose can really transform the shape of your nose. Basically, what you're gonna wanna do is where you're adding the dark colors is where you want anything to recede. You're faking a shadow. And whatever you're highlighting is what you want to kind of come out. So what I'm gonna do is when I contour the nose, It depends on how tan I am, whatever. I use a little brush like this, and normally I take this contour color. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna follow my own bone structure at first, because I don't need to make it too narrow. It's already kind of narrow. So I'm just going along here, and see how I'm using the edge of the brush right here? It's gonna create a hard line and give you a soft line falling off. Taking it down to like the ball of my nose. And do the same thing over here. So then, take that same color, and you're gonna go underneath here. Create a cute little nose tip. And then I also go along the top like this. Normally I have a smaller brush, but I forgot it. So I'm using this one. I think it'll serve its purpose, but it's not as good as the other one. The other one is just like this. It's the same shape, but it's a little bit smaller. And they say that for contouring, you should use a brush no bigger than the size of your pinky for contouring the nose. So then I'm gonna take this, and just create that little ball. Okay, so I'm always on the lookout for a good highlighter. This one is called Shell from MAC. It's a cream color base. See how it just has like a little sheen to it? So this one is really nice for a highlight. So I just wanted to show you guys this one because this is what I have been using. I like this one. I think you guys will like it too. But for this tutorial, I just got the high beam stuff. What is this? High beam, I don't know, highlighter from Benefit. I just got it yesterday. So I really want to try it for this one. It comes like this. It's like nail polish almost. And wow, that's really highlighty. So we're gonna use this one today. I'm just gonna dab it on my skin. I'm gonna use my ring finger to blend it in. So highlighting your cheekbones like this is gonna give the illusion of this being higher out, of the sun actually hitting it, or the light. Take a little bit, put it on the middle of my nose. And while we're here, I'm just gonna add a little bit of pink blush because I feel like pink blush looks flattering on everyone. So this is just from CoverGirl, it's drugstore brand. So I use a slightly bigger brush because I don't want any hard lines. Just take a little bit. Now when I do this, I smile a little bit. And I'm just kind of putting it on this little round portion of my cheek. I probably should have done this before the highlighter, but it's okay. Okay, so I'm all done now with my highlighting and contouring. As you can see, it looks so different from the makeup plain with no contouring, no highlighting. It just makes a huge difference. So just to review, first I went in with the bronzer and warmed up the face. Then I went in and deepened the contour, and then I highlighted. So anyways, I hope this tutorial was helpful and that you guys learned something new. Thank you for watching as always. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I will see you guys soon. I hope I'm okay. It's riding me. Oh, I thought this was a mirror.